don't fall for just anyone. You fall for a specific type. Someone a little distant, a little hard to read, someone you have to work to keep interested. And every single time, it ends the same way. They pull back, you chase, they leave, and you're left wondering, why does this keep happening to me? Here's what nobody tells you. It's not bad luck. Your brain is actually drawn to people who don't want you back. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why and how to finally break the cycle. Most people think attraction is random. You meet someone, there's a spark, and that's it. But attraction isn't random at all. It's shaped by everything you learned about love growing up, what it felt like, how it was given, how it was taken away. If love in your early life was unpredictable, sometimes warm, sometimes cold, sometimes completely absent, then your heart learned to recognize that pattern as normal, as familiar. And familiar, even when it hurts, always feels like home. So when someone is warm, consistent, and clearly interested in you, it doesn't feel exciting. It feels flat. But the person who keeps you guessing, that feels like chemistry, except it isn't. Let me show you what's actually going on. 1. You're confusing anxiety with attraction when someone keeps you slightly off balance, responding sometimes and not others, being affectionate then cold. You feel this intense pull toward them. Your heart races. You're constantly thinking about them. You're analyzing every text, and it feels like passion, like real connection. But here's the truth. Anxiety and excitement feel almost identical in the body. Same racing heart, same heightened focus, same emotional intensity. What you're calling chemistry is actually your nervous system on high alert. When someone is consistent and emotionally available, there's no spike, no chase, no adrenaline, and so it gets written off as no spark. But that calm, that's actually what safe love feels like. You've just never been taught to recognize it. That's the first thing keeping you stuck. But the second one is even more subtle, and once you see it, you'll never unsee it. 2. You're addicted to the chase, not the person. Think about a slot machine. You don't win every time. You don't even win most times. But every so often, unpredictably, it pays out. And that unpredictability is exactly what keeps you pulling the lever. Emotionally unavailable people work the same way. Sometimes they give you warmth, attention, affection. Other times, silence, coldness, distance. And your brain, chasing that next moment of warmth, releases a hit of dopamine every single time you anticipate it. Not when you get it. When you anticipate it. That's what makes the chase so addictive. It's not them you're hooked on. It's the possibility of them. And people who are consistently kind and available don't trigger that loop. There's no chase, no uncertainty. So your brain slides right past them, looking for the next lever to pull. Now, here's the part that's hardest to hear, because it lives below the surface. 3. deep down, you don't believe you're easy to love, if somewhere along the way you started believing that love isn't something you're just given, that it has to be earned, proven, worked for, then someone who loves you easily won't feel real. It won't feel deserved. Because if love requires effort, and this person is just offering it freely, something must be wrong with them. But the person who makes you prove yourself, who keeps you working for their approval, that feels right. That feels like how it's supposed to go. Most people carrying this don't even realize it's happening. They genuinely think they just haven't met the right person. But the right person shows up consistent, kind, interested, and gets dismissed as too easy, too boring, not enough. The work isn't finding the right person. The work is believing you deserve one who's actually good to you. 4. The familiar feels safe, even when it isn't. Your heart gravitates toward what it knows, even if what it knows is painful. If your experience of love growing up involved emotional ups and downs, having to suppress your needs, or never quite feeling secure, then a relationship with that same texture will feel familiar. Not good, familiar. And familiar gets processed as safe, even when it's actively hurting you. You find yourself drawn to someone, and you can't fully explain why. There's just something about them that feels known. That's not fate. That's a pattern repeating itself. And recognizing the pattern is the first step to choosing something different. What to actually do. Breaking this cycle doesn't start with finding the right person. It starts with you. First, when you feel that intense pull towards someone who keeps you guessing, pause and ask yourself, am I actually drawn to them? Or am I drawn to the chase? Learn to notice the difference between excitement and anxiety in your body. Second, when someone is consistent and available and it feels boring, don't dismiss it immediately. Sit with it. That flatness might actually be peace. And your heart just doesn't recognize peace yet because it's never had the chance to rest. Third, this pattern didn't appear out of nowhere. It was learned. And anything that was learned can be unlearned. But it takes honest self-reflection, and for a lot of people, real support to work through it. You keep falling for people who don't want you back because your heart was trained to seek a very specific feeling, and it found that feeling in unavailability, in uncertainty, in the chase. That's not a flaw. That's a wound. And wounds can heal. The goal isn't to force yourself to love someone you're not drawn to. The goal is to slowly expand what feels safe, so that when someone genuinely good shows up, your heart doesn't automatically push them away. You deserve love that doesn't cost you your peace. Love that doesn't arrive on someone else's schedule. Love that's just there, consistent, real, and completely freely given.